Whoa! How's it going?
What'll it be? Come again. Boss is gonna yell at you.
See if I can go back and get to that place I can get to earlier. Hey!
Hey, mister. What'll you have today?
I will have this. Toast! I need a book to know how to use toast.
Thanks for coming.
Right, 43, 44 is the highest. We'll leave it as this one. 13 outside. Okay, fine. Was that the? Oh, I can go at the top actually. Let's go the way we were intended to go.
Let's talk if you've got a minute.
No! Go for a nap? Hello, boys.
Proceeding to neutralize.
You're in for it now. Let's
I like their spunk.
If we must. Do your worst.
What do you mean? You want to come here? Jesus.
Here's some extra.
Go time.
There we go. Not getting through. I'll take you on.
Oh.
Mary! No!
Gotcha. Take that, you ass. Make it count, Aaron. Sucker. You've got this, Agnes.
Here's some extra. Perfect chance.
Sucker.
You're open. Chance.
Go time. Sucker.
I'm sure you guys have figured it out, but the Blacklight District ain't exactly the kind of place you visit for fun. Aaron's another story, but the rest of you make easy pickings for scumbags and lowlives hacking it down here. You don't come down here by yourselves, understood? Yeah, I get what you mean. Things can get really dicey if you get surrounded here. But if you bring a buddy along, I bet it'd make for a fun fight. Well, ideally you wouldn't be fighting in a city at all. Still, I didn't realise there were so many people like that down here. Yep, pretty spooky when you think about it. This world here is a lot closer to yours than you might be comfortable with. It is, but honestly I'm just more surprised this all existed right under my nose. At least it's surprising to someone as well to do as me. Perhaps I'm just not very aware of my surroundings. You'd think this would be something of a problem, but it's like everyone just turns a blind eye to it. I hear you. Blacklight's a lawless place, but they have their own rules instead. The big one being, you don't drag innocent civilians into your messes down here. Most tend to follow that, so they'll leave you alone. Keyword being most. Some of them step out of line, like we just saw. Reminds me of Hayway's own code. Do you visit here often, Mr. Arkwright? You seem to be rather well informed about this area. I check in from time to time. There's intel down here that you can't find anywhere else. And as you guys might have noticed by now, it's a good place to sharpen your street smarts. Yeah, I totally get what you mean. It's got to be like the best part of this whole trip. Man, Jaeger born and bred, ain't you? Oh, excuse me.
Wanna get a drink together?
Ooh, you look dangerous.
Thanks?
I'd better see you again.
No comment. Oh yeah, we need to eat the book.
Seriously?
Wow, there
gorgeous.
sure are a lot
Why
of
don't you
bars
stop
in
and
this
chat?
place.
They are likely the only sources of refuge for the people here.
Refuge!
All my stuff is to die for.
Literally.
See you later.
I'm stuffed.
Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Wait, did we just fucking gourmet rank up and get nothing? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say.
Handsome.
Da, 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 da.
Cool! There's a match going on right now!
Is some kind of arena? Nice.
Yep, this is where they hold fighting tournaments. You go in and beat the shit out of each other. Makes for a gambling hotbed, as you can imagine. Oh, gotta be intrigued. Wow, that's awesome. Sounds like an amazing place to train. Yeah, no, literally anything goes in there. Roids, mods, explosives, you name it. Ain't the place to train. It's straight up blood sport in there. The organisers have even come up with bullshit reasons to make you fight monsters and archaisms. Even if you survive all the shit they throw at you, it really ain't worth it. Just stay clear of it, alright? That's fair. Sounds like you really have to be on your toes in there. Pretty decent prize money if you win though. I'll give him that much credit. It's one way to make ends meet down here. Mr. Arcade, you're not speaking from experience, are you? Nah, that shit ain't my scene. Well, not anymore, I mean. Look, they were hard times, okay? That bastard paid for a new truck, but he didn't pay for all the mods like the previous one had. Whatever you say, Chief. Next time you decide to enter, let me know so I can put my money on you. Hell no, I ain't setting foot in that cesspit again.
This is getting hot.
That'll show 'em. For real?
Strange posse you're running with.
They're all specially made. Always be careful when and how much you use.
Thanks, man.
That's alright, bruv.
Oh, thank you.
That's alright, bruv. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Oh, you know what I just realised? We haven't checked any button boards here. Don't sweat that. As a rule, I don't take pro SPGs from anybody down here. Why not? There are a lot of people here who could use some help, aren't there? For real, nobody down here is exactly innocent. So I can't imagine any of them being able to go to the cops or races for help. That's the problem. There are some rare exceptions, but almost everyone down here has a checkered past in some way. Ultimately, I can't trust them not to abuse the system. Worst case scenario, I get farmed out as a grunt for some real sketchy shit. Not worth it. That does make sense, given Spriggan's reputation for assisting in legally grey matters. I can see how a bad faith actor might exploit them for their own gain, and how society at large would offer little to defend them. To be clear, I already make a point of filtering out this garbage post to start with. More than anything else, it'd just be a giant time sink trying to vet quests from these parts. That's the biggest reason I don't bother. As much as some folks might think otherwise, I don't deal with criminals. I deal with people who have complicated problems. When somebody has a problem they can't rely on the law or the guild to solve, they come to me. That's all there is to it. That's bad for you. What can I say? It's worked for me so far. Must be doing something right. End of the day, if someone here really wants my services, they're not completely out of luck. They still got two options. They can push to 4 SPG in another part of town, or they can come talk to me. Same as anybody else, really. Doesn't mean I'd agree to help, but I'll hear him out at least. That's our boss, always trying to keep the door open. Yes. After leaving the district, they made their way to the circus following a different route. Damn, it's already this late. We were down there a while. Connects to the Riverside district too. Feels like waking up from a dream. Guess it was all a bit too much for a kid. Speaking of kids, it seems like that boy you ran into is the son of a Jaeger. I really liked it down there. Shady criminals excluded. It was like a conflict could break out any second. Perfect place for training. Not this again. At least I hadn't fully descended into anarchy, even if the rules were somewhat lax. It seemed like a good place to procure goods and materials you can't get on the surface. Yeah, don't want anyone getting hooked on the place, but use it when you need to. Just follow the rules. That goes for you in particular, Aaron. You okay, Agnes? You're awfully quiet. No, I'm perfectly fine. It's just a lot to take in. Getting a bit of culture shock, I suppose. I can hardly blame you. I'm sorry, I was probably making you feel even worse with how carried away I was getting. Oh, you don't need to feel responsible. It's just, to be honest, I've got something else in my mind too. Just kind of feel like something's been eating at you lately. Worried about things at school? Yes, actually. There's a major opportunity coming up that I was considering opting into. But I think I've decided against it. There's nothing more it can teach me that I haven't learned already after all. Oh? Hmm?
Our information did not lead us astray, I see. It's good to see you all, my friends.
That it is.
Your Highness. Nage. Damn, talk about showing up unexpected. Ugh, so this is what the chief is talking about.
Correct. His Highness and I have something to discuss with you. Please, climb in.
So spacious in here. This here's an ETWS stretch limit, right? Hell of a luxury. I can't remember what the actual, how they pronounced it, but it definitely wasn't that. Anyway. Ride smooth as a baby's ass too. Still room to move up in the world, huh? The suspension systems in a luxury vehicle like this versus my pickup are built for totally different things. Speaking of, I take it you like the part I sent you? I got it on special order to ensure it didn't clash with the aesthetic of your truck. Oh, like undersells it. It's a thing of beauty. Even if that ulterior motive behind sending it wasn't just in my head. Still, I'm glad you're both looking well. Thank you. My apologies again for all the trouble we caused you. We weren't expecting to see you all again so soon either. But we were already here for a visit with the presidents. The timing happened to line up. What? Oh, that Groundheart guy. Huh. Didn't see anything about me on the news. Some kind of secret talks. You needn't concern yourself with details that are on a need-to-know basis. Well, we are living in crazy times. No doubt there's plenty for our leaders to be talking about. Much as it bugs me that you've clearly got something besides that you want to dump on us. Oh? I think I see what's going on though.
I'm sure you do. We invited you here in the hopes of hiring you. This is a joint request from Elsheim and the CID.
It's quite the pair. I'm committing to nothing, but keep going.
The short of it is, we'd like you to go on another trip for us, to the home of the Verne Company, the city of Basel in the southwest.
That's Calvert's biggest ornament manufacturer, isn't it? This sounds like a big one.
If you could take a look at the screen.
Basel is an industrial city that is home to both the Verne Group's HQ and the Basel Institute of Science. Its artisanal district dates back to the Middle Ages, and it is surrounded by an abundance of nature. Our problem is that as of late, the city's orbital network has become unstable. In addition, suspicious individuals have been sighted leaving and entering the city.
Don't tell me it's... I know what you're thinking, but we can't assume that until we have all the facts, of which we have very little. Under normal circumstances, we would be well informed of the situation as our country has deep ties with the Institute. Unfortunately, its director, who also happens to be Verne's CEO, has been notably unforthcoming as of late. That's strange. Isn't your country one of Verne's largest shareholders? Yes, it is. We're not their principal shareholder, but we still wield considerable influence over the company. Yet in spite of that fact, the CEO has been emphatically vague in response to our questions. We suspect he is merely buying time. For what, though, I do not know, but his sudden shift in behaviour indicates he's hiding something, hence my request to you. You're not giving me much to work with here, and if you're looking for the technical experts, you've come to the wrong place. I'd like to differ. After all, you have one of Marduk's very own concierges in your employ. Also, a little birdie told me you're testing some revolutionary new technology at present. Oh, you mean that Simu thingy? It's still undergoing testing, but we plan to reveal it to the public eventually. Good to hear. I'll most certainly be looking forward to it. Anyhow, if we took our request to the guild, it'd land at the bottom of their list of priorities given that no civilian casualties have occurred. Also, much like the police, they're as wary as a fox with these sorts of mysteries. Right, and if we're on the job, we can deal with any problems that you'd rather keep away from the public eye. Conditions are fair, but you better be willing to pay top mirror for our services or you can count us out. Oh, you needn't worry there. If anything, that makes you more trustworthy in my book. Is that a fact? Well, I think we should definitely consider taking this on, especially if our Mata is involved. If possible, I'd like to ask one thing before we agree to take this on. What's the CID's connection to this case? You haven't been upfront about that. Oh? Ever the sharp one. Verne and the Institute are currently part of two national projects. One of them is for making the Cypher standard available to the general public, both at home and abroad. The technology is a national secret, so our involvement should be no surprise. Makes sense. Gotta stay on top of any leaks and scandals so they don't slip through the cracks. What about the other project? Classified. Ah, come on. Boo. Even I don't know the specifics there, so I'm in the same boat as you all. I did try pressing the president for details, but he simply wouldn't budge. Apologies, but that's all the more reason why I cannot divulge any information about the project. The point is, there are many reasons for our involvement. This all sounds fishy as hell, but whatever, get on with it. As you wish. The issue of the Cypher Standards funding source also needs to be addressed, and I would delegate that task to your group's chief and concierge. Huh? What do you mean? Since when did you become my boss? Fine, I'll explain. Cypher being Verne's 6th generation combat ornament is common knowledge at this point, but there's a little known fact about the project's humble beginnings. It got a massive capital injection from an interested party, and that party just so happens to be the Valis Investment Bank, which, as it so happens, is also the largest shareholder of Marduk, my employer. I see. Sure feels like I'm hearing the name Valis a lot lately. Valis? Oh, is in the city-state. Correct. The giant port city in the Central East. It may not have much land, but through trade in the South Sea, its people amassed a great fortune, which they are all investing all over the continent. They're both our allies and our competitors. The Valis Investment Bank is owned by them. So you're trying to drag our asses into a Central Eastern turf war, also we could be your eyes and ears. Well, I guess they could be sending in their own spies, especially with state-level secrets up for grabs. In short, you want us to investigate a highly complex situation from a neutral standpoint and get to the bottom of what's happening there. Does that about sum it up? I'll give you an 85 for that answer. In the event the Valis attempts to interfere, we would also like you to act as a mediator. You got this all mapped out. Mediation is not one of our specialties, unfortunately, so I'm not certain if we're your best option for that. On the contrary, I think you all are safest bet on that front. Should you take our request, you will stay in Basel for 3 days. I'm sure there'll be other 4 SPGs you can juggle at the same time. We can't expect you to leave at once, but it would be best if you departed within the next few days. Wait. Alright, we'll give it some thought when we get back. Can't make any promises. I understand. You won't be out of options if you refuse. CID never puts all its eggs in one basket. Regardless, everything we told you is strictly confidential. Though I think a rather unexpected issue might work in our favour here. After that, Prince Sharid and Kincaid saw them back to their office. Once they arrived, they enjoyed dinner on Montmartre before gathering to discuss the Crown Prince's request. Oh, Christ. Take it you ain't heard a thing about all this from your own company? I'm naturally aware of the plan to make the Zyper stand available to the masses, but not about problems in Basel. If A really is involved, I would have expected to have already been informed. Gotcha, does sound like something that'd take us 3 days either way. But if we're looking into things at Vern and the Institute, we really need to work mostly weekdays. That would mean Agnes. Actually, the timing here is rather perfect. You see... Wow, a high school year sounds really fun. Just a big school in the capital to bust out the fancy trips. This is all about students thinking for themselves, so something like this makes sense. Bet you'll have reports to write for days about it too. Yes, actually, some of my friends who came here the other day are considering Basel too. I was interested in going myself, but I wasn't sure whether or not that was the best decision. But you would be leaving next Thursday for 3 days, so the timing matches up splendidly. It's almost as if Arusha wants this to happen. Oh, not that I think my personal circumstances should push us into taking this on, of course. Of course. But that goes both ways. You're a student first, so don't go forcing your decision to line up with our job. Even if you do end up in the same general place, your studies might mean we won't even see each other. Well, I suppose that's true. That still kinda hurts. Huh? Hey, that's rich coming from the guy who always decides where to go based on who will shove dessert down his throat. Speaking of which, what are we going to find in Basel on that front? Excellent question. A baked tart called an Engadin is probably the most famous. It's made of walnuts and honey nougat and has a simple but mellow taste that's just... I suppose Van's right. I need to make up my own mind about what to do. Otherwise my great grandfather would never, or dad for that matter. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to cause you concern. Not at all. I don't think anyone could blame you for feeling conflicted here. But should we end up going to the same place, rest assured that I'll do all I can to support you. She's way too perceptive. Thank you, but why... Oh! No way. I'll speak to my friends at school tomorrow, but if you could work under the assumption we'll all be going and prepare accordingly. Got it, but don't forget that I'm a student first and foremost, right? I won't. I'll make this work so I can handle my obligations properly both here and at school. Well, good night. Yeah, night. So I guess we'll be leaving next Thursday, same day as Artemis. But Renee and the Prince just dumped this on us so they can wait until tomorrow for an answer. Still, she's sure looking brighter than when I met her. With how much she's got weighing on her, I'm sure she's still got a lot to work through. But I'll look out for her as best I can, being her boss and all. Man, that sure was a day. Guess I'll go for a walk to wind down before bed.
Here are the latest forecasts for regions throughout the Republic. Grab your sweaters because autumn is finally upon us as temperatures begin to fall over the next few days. Clear skies are expected today for Eden and the rest of the country in what's shaping up to be a mild but cozy day.
Thanks for the update. Now let's get back to the music.
Golden Blood, super curious, perfect driver to this side of heaven.
Let's do this.
Hello.
Hello. Wolves Requiem.
Thank you for your visit today.
Tickets for Wolves Requiem. That'll be 200 for one.
Showing on screen one.
Ron, a young officer of the law, is hot on the heels of a gang he once had ties to. While pursuing the case, he meets a girl named Michelle. She is freed from the clutches of the gang, but they saddled her with an insurmountable debt, with little hope of paying it off. Ron takes it upon himself to look after the girl, who begins to develop feelings for the young officer. Before she can act on it, however, the gang finds her and snatches her away once again. Fueled by the fires of rage, Ron rushes into the hideout and engages the gangsters in a gunfight. He emerges victorious by the skin of his teeth. He rescues Michelle from her captivity, and the two embrace each other at last, overjoyed to have made it out alive. And it was at that moment when one of the fallen gangsters lifted his quivering hand and pulled the trigger.
Michelle, hold on.
Ron, are you all right? You're not hurt, are you?
I'm fine. See? Not a single scratch on me.
Thank goodness. I fulfilled my promise then. You remember it, right? You're always protecting everyone. So one day, I'll be the one who protects you.
Of course I remember. Save your strength, Michelle. Help will arrive at any moment. Hey, over here! I need a medic now!
Ron, your arms are so warm. When you hold me like this, my fear just melts away.
Let's have Michelle. Hey, is that Van I see? Oh, hey Jin. Didn't realise you were here. This time of day is the only stretch I get to myself. Filled me in on everything that happened around the film festival in Tharbad. That's how I learned about the movie and it winning the first Leon d'Or. When I saw they were doing reruns, I couldn't pass up seeing it. Makes sense. It won that award for a damn good reason. It's probably the best movie released this year. Real masterpiece. Not to mention that Nina Fenley and her co-star both took the awards for Best Actress and Actor on top of that. I can see why. It was great stuff. Lots of macho action and just as much romance that really pulls at your heartstrings. I loved it. It's impressive how gritty it manages to depict the conflict between the police and gang while still being so entertaining to watch. Makes you want to follow Leslie Lamb's work and see what else he puts out. Can't say I blame you. The press loves him just as much as movie nerds like me. I have to imagine he's knee deep in his next film by now. Looking forward to checking it out as a fan when it comes out myself. Fans' conversation in the theatre continued for a brief period. Soon enough, however, the two sides parted ways in the lobby, and their van got on with the rest of his evening. Nice! Oh, excuse me.
Thank you for your visit today.
What?
The showing on screen one will soon begin. If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
Let's do this.
The hell, man? Who do those guys think they are? Chill it, Downey. I get how you feel, but shouting's doing nothing for us. But I'm not letting them get away with this. Hell no. Not with our street racer pride on the line. Seconded. We should take our chance while we can. What's going on here? Van. Guess I could let you know. There's this bunch of street racers causing trouble for us ever since they turned up in the capital. They're taunting us, I tell you. They drove like madmen around town just to get on our nerves. I ran my car into a guardrail thanks to their dumbasses. Just thinking about it gets me angry all over again. The hand-me-down I got from Downey got trashed real bad too. Dude, she had to be sent to the body shop. How can we let loose and enjoy a sweet drive with them tearing it up around town? Yeah, they sound pretty bad. Who are we dealing with here? They call themselves the High Bloods. There's 4 of them, and they all come from Erasion. They used to stick to their turf, but they recently started moving here. They're all rich kids, obviously, and their cars are really souped up. What's more, their leader, Lucio, is the grandson of ETWS's current company president. He's got a modded ETWS sports car, ain't it slaps the driver either. Last we raced, he passed me by like I was just crawling through the street. Believe that? Hold up, you said it was the ETWS president's grandson? Man, that sucks. Last thing you know, you're just someone related to the company's top brass being a dick. And he's not the worst of it. There's another guy that's even more reckless driver. His name's Damien, and he styles himself as their main fighter. He's all cocky, taunting us from his bike just because he can take tighter turns than any of our cars. He's the one that did my Vivian. Never give that bastard, never. He thinks he's better than us car drivers, does he? So what you plan to do about these guys? Surely you're not just going to let them keep running wild. Definitely not. We tried warning them over and over and stop being a haven like this, but it's fallen on deaf ears. Since they're not heeding warnings like that, I tried talking to Lucio directly. The only thing he said was, if he wants to leave, you have to beat bestest in a race. We're actually on our way to the race right now. Yeah? Guess my timing's just that good. You could say that, haha. There's 4 of them, but me and Graham are the only ones with rides right now. And that's not even counting car specs and driving ability. Hate to admit it, but it's stacked, and not in our favour. But we can't just give up. Yeah, better to lose outright than to flake out on them and just lose by default. Not like we're hoping to lose though. We're not backing down till they're in the ground. Wish us luck. I don't want to sit back and let a bunch of rich assholes wreak havoc in Edith. Maybe I could lend them a hand here. Mind if I join? I appreciate the sentiment, but this is our problem to deal with. It would be right to drag you into it. I disagree. This goes beyond just you. It involves all car lovers now. As a fellow driver myself, I can't just stand back and let a bunch of punks with no sense of safe driving screw my home up. I want to teach them a lesson. Man. Now that's what we like to hear. Don't see why you can't join. Why not let him? Alright, thanks Van. You're really saving our asses here. You might honestly be the best help we could have got. Respect you a lot, man. Thanks for saying so. That still leaves a problem dealing with Damien though. I'm no biker, so I'm not going to be able to help there. Not so sure how we're going to deal with that little detail. Whew, that's all for today then. Now back to my bike. Why are you gathered here? Hermes, your timing couldn't be any better. Got some free time on your hands? Huh? I mean, I'm done for the day, so I guess I do. I see. So you're going to be racing them to teach them a lesson? Yeah, it would really help if we had a biker of your skill level on our team. What do you say? You up for it? Sure, I'll join your team. Teaching an naughty rider how to behave sounds like fun. I'll make sure they think twice before causing trouble in the capital again. Glad to see you so fired up for this. Really appreciate you agreeing too. Now it feels like we have a fighting chance. Yep, it's going to be a proper 4 vs 4 race. Now all that's left is leaving them in the dust. Anyway, clock's ticking. Let's get going to the meeting spot. You ready to go? Ready whenever you are. Same here. Then let's roll.
Okay, time to get to work.
Is this the meeting spot? Yeah, just beyond here is the highway we're using. We're supposed to meet face to face right here first. Looks like they've arrived. Would you look at that? That's a hell of a ride. Right, a lot of mirror when it's customising her. This ain't going to be an easy race. Hello and good evening, street racers. I'm impressed you didn't just turn 10 and run. So you really showed up, Highbloods? I don't recognise those two. Well, thanks to your biker, our cars are in the shop. So I figured I'd call in some help. Look at these small fry. Let's try and make this fun for us, alright? What? I dare you to say that again. Danny's all kinds of fired up now. Now I think it's time we reintroduce ourselves. We're the Highbloods, a team composed exclusively of those who are elites, even among the elite. Pleasure. You know, I completely forgot until you said the name, but I heard about the Highbloods a few years back. Heard they were nothing but a bunch of pampered rich kids, kinda like you. Ah, you must be referring to our predecessors. They apparently disbanded after doing a tour of Crossbell. Now their name is ours. Ah, is there some specific reason behind inheriting their name? Indeed there is. Well, we don't approve of the way they love drinking, women and gambling. As former nobility, we identify with how they valued their chosen bloodlines that gave them power and wealth. It's only fitting that we consider ourselves the true Highbloods. Former nobility, eh? Been a while since I've heard anyone call themselves that. Yeah, you don't hear that kind of thing around here much. Maybe just because they're from Erasion? Up until the noble institution was abolished during the Calvardian Revolution, Erasion was the royal capital. Shame that even after decades have gone by, there are still old fossils that can't throw away their elitist bullshit. How dare you! Lucio's family line was a great noble house that had the trust of even the royal family. It's fine, doesn't bother me. Commoners could never hope to understand our noble thoughts. What I cannot forgive, however, is that you people don't know your place. You insist on getting in our way. You're nothing but an eyesore to us on our drives, and that's why we're going to make you leave the capital streets. You've got a lot of nerve. It's a riot that you think causing trouble for folks with your reckless driving is a way to have fun. As street racers, how could we hand these streets to you when you lack basic manners or compassion? Just what are you getting yourselves all up over, commoner? Just look at you in your half-assed custom ride because you got no mirror to spend. You got no right to talk when you can't even bring out the true worth of your ride. Well damn, you got a big mouth on you for such a little brat. If you know so much about the true worth of our rides, then why don't you teach me? Don't think we're just going to take this sitting down. It's time we settle the score, right here, right now. Yeah, get ready, Highbloods. Drivers as reckless as you got no right to call themselves street racers, so we're making this your last drive. Up here we have 4 vehicles each, so how about we race one-on-one? When you're ready, we'll leave for the expressway. Don't disappoint us. And so, with their street racer pride on the line, the curtain to their fierce battle rose. After confirming the rules of each race one more time, each participant went right to work preparing their vehicles. Okay, let's decide who's going to race who. Think I could go against the biker on their team? Sure thing, just ride safe, okay? But of course. Who's going to face Lucio? Could you leave him to me? It's my job as leader to get the revenge for Downey. I have to. Graham? This race is about you guys, whatever it is you're thinking on down. That being the case, you said it was yourself. If you go as is, you're going to lose. I'm not even talking about your driving technique either. If we're going by specs, it's going to be real tough for you. But, and I hate to say this, my truck could handle his ride. Hell, I can promise you I won't lose. Van. Alright, then Van will be racing Lucio instead. We're already borrowing your skills, and might as well be in it to win it. You got that right. I'll cut that spoiled rat down to size. I guess that means we'll handle Lucio's 2 flunkies. If I remember right, they both came here in ETWS sedans. By the way, I've seen that Roger guy up close and personal before. I think I got a decent idea of how he operates. Yeah, I knew I could count on you. And I'll take on the other guy, Tivo. Great, so it's like we're all squared away. Once we wrap up our fine-tuning, let's hit the road. We're rooting for you guys, go kick some ass. And please don't get hurt. Thanks you guys. I promise we're going to beat those Highbloods. With the matchups decided, everyone got in their cars and they were off to the races. First round pitted Juniper against Tibo. Juniper's Leno sedan had the edge in traction due to the love and care spent fine-tuning it. As the race went on, she slowly but surely narrowed the gap between her and Tibo. However, her vehicle lacked the horsepower required to best the sedan, which boasted a roaring engine that ultimately led into victory. For the next race, Graham stepped up to the plate, ready and willing to avenge Juniper. Graham's Ingram was a lightning fast sports car, but Roger's decked out sedan was no slouch either. It was a close race, with both cars being neck and neck from start to finish. In the end, Brown's powerful traction allowed him to emerge victorious by a hair's breadth. After that, it was time for the third round to commence. We're at 1-1 right now, so we don't have this in the bag just yet. Well, that just makes this all the more exciting. It'll be a cold day in hell before I lose some pathetic courier lady. Get ready to trickle my dust. You stole my line. The starting line's up ahead. Time to get serious. Holy hell, look at her go. Can't even see her anymore. Eat that, loser. It's a little early to celebrate. That thing's acceleration isn't half bad, but its top speed isn't all the count of my bikes. Specs aren't the only thing that matter in a race, you know. On that point, you and I agree. That scumbag just rammed his handlebars against hers. Talk about dangerous. The fact that he pulled it off without losing his balance shows he's no amateur. Still reckless though. These guys are freaking crazy. Come on, I dare you to try and overtake me again. If you do, I'll hit your dingy little bike with everything I got. Oh, what's the matter? Can't keep up, or is our wimpy ass courier getting cold feet? There's less than 500 yards to the finish line. Victory's as good as mine. This is the decisive moment. I can slow down, make him think I've given up, speed past him when he least expects it, or I can rev it right now and punch it. Slow down. Throwing in the towel already? What a wuss. Just stick to carrying around people's junk in the future. What? Yes, go courier lady. She caught him off guard by speeding past him at the last second. What an incredible strategy. She even had me fooled. That was one hell of a secret weapon. Nice job. Was that a turbocharger? Something along those lines. I was hoping I could win without revealing it, but them's the breaks. Well, guess I'm up next. Go get 'em, Van. Knock the high bloods off their high horses. I really did customize every part of that ETWS car, from the suspension to the spoiler. You'll see daft if you can take me with that little girl's car. You slighted me with your hubris, and I'll make you pay for it. There's more cars on the road now. Using a turbocharger would be way too risky. He swerved around those cars like it was nothing. Thankfully all this traffic's preventing him from hitting his top speed, so I can keep up with him. Can't get too cocky here though. He might not be on Maxine's level, but he's still a force to be reckoned with. I had hoped he'd had a trick up his sleeve like that woman did. I was so looking forward to making a fool of him. It's clear he is nothing. What a disappointment. We're approaching the point where the traffic from the Riverside District joins the expressway. At this time of day, maybe I could... Looks like he couldn't keep pace with me. How pathetic. Someone forgot to carry yesterday's garbage. Why must there be so many of these infernal trucks to the expressway at night? What? Your lack of knowledge of the area is coming back to haunt you, bud. Damn, you caught it faster than I thought you would. Well, look at that. See, you do have a modicum of skill after all. Too bad it's futile. That pile of scrap can match my car's acceleration and speed. I might be able to secure a victory if I use my turbocharger. It would be risky. Should I do it? No, I can't risk hurting anyone. I'll accept no less than an overwhelming victory. He's got a turbocharger? You can use that here, it's too dangerous. Whoa! Try to warn you, dumbass. And that's that. This race goes to us. They did it. You guys are amazing. Yeah, you even surprised us. Seriously, way to go above and beyond. Sometimes things just work out, you know? We really have Hermes and Van to thank for all this. It's the least I could do after you came to me for help. It's a close shave, but hey, I got to show off a little, so it's all good. So, hi lads, you're going to keep your promise, right? Curses, how could this have happened? Our machines were tuned to perfection. We were in peak racing condition. Sorry, Lucia, if only I'd gone faster. I managed to win this time, but to be honest, I don't know how it would turn out if we did a round 2. Never thought I'd run into a biker as wild as her. Here I was planning to run circles around her, but she ended up running circles around me instead. Damn, man. You guys. Fine, as promised, we'll come nowhere near the capital from this day forward. We will also cover the repair costs for your 2 vehicles. Is this to your satisfaction, commoners? I got issues with your tone, but yeah, that works. Well, hey, that's pretty generous, actually. Maybe you're not as bad as I thought. Bro, is that what it takes to win you over? They're the reason our cars are all busted up. Well, now that it's all said and done, it's time we return to Oracion. However, do not misunderstand. In no way have we recognised that our style of driving is worse than yours. When we next meet, you should be met with overwhelming defeat. And may you never forget it. Yeah, just you wait and see. Next time I'm going to blow your socks off. Huh? Just what is all that supposed to mean? I guess they won't mess around here for a while, but they'll be back for revenge at some point. Well, why didn't they get to decide that? What was the point of this whole deal then? If only they were more honest with themselves. I'm glad things worked themselves out in the end, I guess. Well, it wouldn't have gone half as well if you and Hermes weren't here. There's no way this is the end of it, but for now, we've at least chased the High Lords off. Thanks for the help, you two. It's no biggie. I enjoyed myself, so it was worth it. Likewise, happy my overbike skills proved useful. Talking is hard, and so the battle against the High Lords came to an end, with everyone singing praises for one another's efforts. On the way back, Hermes parted ways with the group, and Graham and his people returned to the repair shop.
That takes care of that. Looks good to me.
Love to see it.
Mirror deposit confirmed.
Oh, excuse me. Nina. Alright, let's do let's do fairy. As in, let's choose her. Man made his way to the Eastern Cuisine restaurant in the Tyrell district and ordered meat buns for takeout. Great, now I should just find somewhere to sit and eat these bad boys. Huh? Well, mommy, where are you, mommy? Stop crying. This wouldn't have happened if you hadn't wandered off like that, Mina. What? Hey, it's okay, you two. It's gonna be fine, I promise. Want me to take you guys to the police station? I'm sure they'll help you. Really? Does that mean my brother and I will be able to go home? Absolutely. Well, we know. Abi and Umi could be there waiting for you two already. Abi? Umi? What are those? Anyway. Could you take us there? I don't know where to find it. Sure, no problem. It's not that far away at all. Might even run into your parents on the way there. There's going to be a little bit of a walk. Will you be okay? Yeah. I knew she said she'd be hanging around here, but I didn't expect her to find her helping out like this. She knows the city pretty well at this point, so there's probably nothing to worry about, but still. Better keep an eye just in case. We're here. This is the Seeding District. I got a little lost and took the long way around though. Whoa, what is that? It smells delicious. Hey, stop running off. Wait, that's not the way to the police station. Where are you going at this hour, young lady? Oh, Jesus. It's a little late for children to be running around alone. Hey. Don't worry about us. I'm just taking these lost kids to the police station. Huh, alright then. Just don't get lost, okay? I'm heading on home myself. Whoa. Hey, you're too fast. I'm just glad you didn't cause any trouble. This street goes to the police station, so just stick with me, okay? Okay. Yeesh, I've been sweating for a sec. Wait, what are they doing? That's the wrong way. Huh? What are kids doing out here this late? We were just getting the party started. You guys trying to spoil our fun? I'm scared. Help me? This is just a mess tonight. Look, we're not into anything. We're just passing by, so could you please let us through? What was that? Don't you get up to with us, brat? You want through, huh? Well, sorry, kid, you gotta pay the toll, see? Us poor boys gotta eat. Inflation really hit us hard, you know. Huh? Where should I pay you, Mira? Do you not have jobs? There's plenty of places you could work to get some money. Say that again? Little punk ass bitch, you wanna go? Spoiled rotten. Never got taught to respect her elders. Well, let's give her a little lesson then. She'll pay in teeth. Eep. Oh no. Ouch! A coin? Ow, 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 what the shit? How can a little girl hit that hard? You still want to fight? Or do you just want to come with me to the police station? No ma'am, we're good. We'll start working tomorrow. Yeah, working real hard. Are you okay? Holy cow, you beat him up in a flash. You're so cool. I want to be strong like that when I grow up. Well, that was nothing. I had some help there too. Oh, I was just making sure you didn't kill him. The precinct's just over there. Don't want to keep your parents waiting, right? They arrived at the station to find the parents waiting for them. They scooped up the kids with open arms, relief washing over across their faces. Ferry and Van were showered in thank yous before they made their way out. Thanks for that, Van. You told the parents to come to the station, didn't you? Huh? Don't know what you're talking about there. Sorry. How about you, though? Never pegged you as the type to take initiative like that. You could have just left it to the adults, but nope. You really took the reins there. They kind of reminded me of my own siblings, so I just couldn't leave them alone. Oh, yeah. Remember you saying something about that. You got a brother and sister, right? You did kind of give off big sis vibes the way you were helping them. Hey, that's embarrassing. I am a big sister, though. My little sister's 10 and my little brother's 8. Whew, your mum and pop got busy. Must be hectic growing up in a tribe like that. What the fuck is that dog doing, man? Literally just barking at nothing. And the fucking owner's not doing anything. Yeah, being one of the older children, I would help Yumi around the house. And I'd look after the other kids too. He'd sneak in combat training whenever I got the time. And sometimes I would sneak a peek at tribal meetings. It's pretty crazy looking back on it. I didn't get much time to rest because I was already training and helping out. Not to say this job was easy. I'm not slacking, I promise. I'm giving this job my all, just like my training. Hey, don't worry about it. I know you are. How'd the little ones take it when you left? They cry when all reliable had to leave the nest? Well, yeah. My older brother left a few years ago himself, and he comes back to visit once a year. He's all by himself out there now. Huh. I want to grow up to be like him, so I feel that's something I've got to do too. That's what I told my younger sibling when I left. But honestly, I still don't know why we need to do this, or my brother needed to anyway. He could have lent that strength to the tribe and helped us all grow back home. So you never heard why he left? No, but I think Abi knows. Give him permission to leave. I just wish he would tell me. I see. Well, maybe he has his reasons. And maybe when I'm all grown up he can tell me. I've got a long way to go before I can call myself a warrior anyway. So that's my goal. I'm going to grow strong enough for Abi and my brother to accept me as a real warrior. That's the spirit. She's more responsible than I gave her credit for. Felt like I'd have to babysit her at the start, but nope. Huh? Something wrong, man? Oh no, that's nothing. Anyway, I got these meat buns from the Eastern restaurant over by Tyrell. Want some? What? How'd you know I was so hungry? I'd love some. Those meat buns didn't last long. Van and Ferry quickly resumed their patrol, bellies appeased.
May Arusha grant you her protection, Van.
What'll it be?
Fuck you too, buddy.
Come again.
I hope you're ready, Van. I'm not going to go easy on you. Someone's eager to learn. I'm impressed you want to try it. It's pretty tricky for a kid your age. That's okay. I've watched Grandpa play before. It always looks fun. I figured he might have had something to do with it. I've seen him playing with his buddies before. Why not ask him to teach you instead of me? I'm sure he'd be really happy to do so. Don't worry about it. And I want to play with you, Van. Alright, if that's what you want, we can go around. With that, Van, you may start playing. Just the act of teaching you may how to move the pieces of the struggle in and of itself, let alone all the other rules and complexities in chess. She'd flicker pieces at his to knock them down one moment, and the next she'd be trying to use already captured pieces as her own. But Van's patience never wavered. He gently and slowly continued teaching Yume the rules behind chess in an easy to digest way. Oh, is that how you're going to play? Yep, my house, my rules. My mistake, your highness. Well, as long as she's having fun. Little by little, Yume finally began to grasp the rules. Her tendency to make a move guided just by intuition made her very unpredictable. Your turn, Yumes. Who's next? I haven't been playing for long, but her instincts are real sharp already. No hesitation when making a play either. Well, I guess she's still a kid. She's good at catching me off guard. I know. How about this? Take that. Your turn, Van. Whoa, that's a really good play there, kiddo. Keep this up and you might end up going pro when you're older. Maybe. I'm just glad you're having fun. Oh, are you not having fun too? I am. I'm having lots of fun. And it's because you are, Van. You've been so happy lately. You're always smiling now that Ines and Ferry and Aaron and Rosette are here. What? Was I not happy before that? You ain't wrong, kid. Not a lot to be happy about back when I just started. Just a bunch of shady jobs. I was just seeing the worst in people. I thought I knew what I was getting into, but spent too long surrounded by nothing but darkness and you eventually go blind. I don't think I can thank you enough, kiddo. That bright smile of yours was like a lifeline for me, even when everything else in my life was grim. If only you knew how special you are. No wonder your granddad's so crazy about you. Hey, you listening to me? It's your turn, Van. Come on. Oh, sorry, Yumes. Okay, next move is... Hey, you punk! Don't you think it's about time I had my granddaughter back? It's getting late. Crap, I lost track of time. Sorry, kiddo. We'll have to finish our match another day. Oh, but I want to keep playing. Oh, okay, I have fun. Oh, Grandpa, look, I learned how to play chess. Now we can play together. You may. Oh, that's why she wanted me to teach her. On second thought, I may have been too strict. You can keep playing with our good-for-nothing neighbour. Just make sure you don't go to bed too late. Really? Yep, you ruined it for making your old grandpa so proud. Just promise not to keep your mum waiting or she might get mad. Yay, I promise. You're such a sucker for Yumes. Can't imagine as much you wouldn't do for her. No one asked you. Who asked? Let's split into teams. Me and Grandpa against you, Van. 2 on 1? Well, that ain't far, but I'm in. If I get to play Grandad, then that means I don't have to hold back and... I don't think so. Only one of us gets to look good in front of Yume, and I'm certain you understand who it'll be. The three of them kept playing deep into the night, then exasperated Paulette finally came to check on them.
More! Teach me more! I can't wait to play!
Oh, nice. Oh, I got an achievement. Right, we got one more. Let's meet with whoever this. Well, I say whoever. Nina. It's Nina, right? Band made his way over to the station to see a street musician performance. See what people have been raving about her. She's pretty damn good. Wait, she looks kind of familiar.
Thank you, everyone! I love you! I hope we meet again!
You're great today. Can't wait to hear you next song. I'll be back again for sure. Sorry, I'm done for today. Just here to say I liked your performance. Ever thought of putting a single out? It'd sell like hotcakes for sure. Thanks for the vote of confidence. However, there's no shortage of capable artists out there who can write and perform at my level. The music industry is hard to break into. That's definitely true for no-name artists. But you and I both know you're someone to take to the world by storm if you used your real name. Let's continue this conversation elsewhere, shall we? I'm surprised you saw through my disguise. I even changed the tone of my voice. How'd you know it was me? It mostly came down to luck. I wasn't 100% sure myself. If I only knew you from your movies, you'd have had me fooled for sure. But I've seen you up close and personal several times at this point. I need to get my act together. I've never been found out before now, so maybe I was getting a little careless. So, you like doing stuff like this? I do. I enjoy going out in disguise from time to time. Makes for good practice as well. When I'm on a set, everyone knows I'm playing a part. But when I'm out in the wild, I can take on any role I want, and no one would know I'm acting. It made for a fun little hobby. So you're acting on the clock and in your downtime? Damn, talk about being dedicated to your craft. I suppose I just can't get enough of it. Although it mostly stems from a complex I've had since I was a child. I don't exactly have a distinct self. Perhaps that's why I've always wanted to act like someone else, and why I ultimately gravitate to acting. Or maybe I just want something that would help me avert my eyes from the uncomfortable truth. My motivation for choosing this career path is purely selfish. I'm sure my fans would be let down if they already knew. The hat literally says disguise on it, by the way. I wouldn't call that selfish. It's normal to want to change something you don't like about yourself. You think so? I know so. That said, your hobby's only going to get harder the higher up you get on the ladder of fame. Well, I doubt you need me to tell you that. Yeah, I know that all too well. The risk of me getting recognised only grows as I get more famous. But the mounting challenge will only serve to make success all the more sweet. All that talk about you not having a distinct self is a big fat lie. But you said it yourself, the challenge makes success all the more sweet. Those are the words of someone who gets fired up when the odds are stacked against them. That's a pretty unique quality, and it's one that no one I know has. It's not half as unique as your willingness to turn people's words against them. Hey, I'm just trying to help a friend believe in themselves a little. Oh, I know, I'm only teasing you a little. Really though, thank you. I feel better about this now. Glad to help. Anyway, please don't tell anyone about this hobby of mine. I'd like it to be a special little secret. Sure thing. She really knows how to knock you off your feet. Guess she ain't an award-winning actress for nothing. After nearly departed, Van was resumed his patrol once more.
Now, who should I be next? See if you can spot me next time.
Even plenty more hits lined up to spend your night in Eden, like this next one.
Off we go.
Listen to the radio. Oh, you remember. Oh, we need to prepare food. Why kochen wir hier?
It would be my pleasure. I put quite a lot of effort into this.
I didn't ask!
What can I get you?
That depends.
You've got it. Thanks for always shopping with me.
That's right, bruv.
We've got plenty more hits lined up to spend your night in.
Truly well done.
Thank you. Right, I just need to go back for like 5-10 minutes, so I'll stick some clips on and then we'll carry on. So I'll see you shortly. You will have to teach me how to say Ubu in Italian. Ubu! Like that? Wow. I guess not, because I mean you could like... So easy. Give me your fucking ribbon. So easy. You're a disgrace. Disgusting, invisible dirt. You just lost to somebody who wasn't even trying. I've not played the game once unless I was forced to. Pathetic.
There you go again. One of these days, your luck is going to run out.
When I fall from grace, maybe I'll land in your parlor once more.
That is one mistake I will never repeat.
You gotta admit, Andy, the way he moves is totally amazing. Andy!
Can you behave? No.
Next up, the
You're
big
not
finale.
behaving.
Yeah,
Are you?
I thought you'd be happier.
just
You're
thinking
not
about what we might
behaving.
face next.
Oh, look, you're biting me.
But you know,
Look.
we've made it this far. I'm sure we can handle anything they throw at us.
Bite my hand. Who's that?
To my fence and I will pay you $1. No. What's wrong? Why is he dying? That wasn't even a good bit.
Some of the strongest bars I've ever heard.
What do you mean the strongest bars? I just fucking shouted.
Better be on a fucking album somewhere.
Better be in an Airbnb.
Somewhere.
Oh, you wanna come visit my Airbnb? We got poker. We got fucking Settlers of Catan. We got weed. Great. No beds.
Sleep on the floor.
Sleep on the.
Can I just get in it?
No, he'll blow up. Never mind. That is
Well,
hilarious.
see you later.
That is hilarious.
Oh shit!
Oh
Oh, there's a naked baby. Oh my! Absorbed inside. Unless I find something better to play, so.
fucking, I held shift, but it just
Ow. Men are made out of wood. We are a 6-month-old woman. Wooden man. Six-month-old woman man. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Oh, you know, just get inside me. Right.
I don't know. They're just being mean. I'm just trying to open.
Shut my door, please.
Mac and cheese, crockpot, crackpot. Apparently she said something really racist.
I would have to beat this time. You're damn right, fucking Alpha Chris. I don't think she'll stay in there long. Yeah.
Play of our contempt is thanks only to Mercy and his wise counsel. Truth, mercy,
Kinda ugly. Alright, I'll switch back.
Oh, bloody hell.
What the fuck is that?
That's a toothbrush.
Well, the EMF is on a 5 while we're shooting a porn.
Who fucking cares? We're shooting porn.
I'm watching the porn on the camera.
Alright, Scott, we need to
Chris,
make
get on top.
some good noises for the camera, alright?
Yeah.
Alright, scene.
Get it on?
Oh yeah, right there. Yes.
More womanly.
Oh yeah, right there. I think Ghost likes it. Oh yeah.
And then I think Chris with his camera out.
Chris, you need to make more dirty talk.
Or is that Sam with his camera out?
I'm recording in the corner.
I'm in his cock.
Nice.
End
Oh wait, turn off
stream.
your flashlight.
I don't need fucking ravioli. I'm fucking too good at this game. I don't need burr either. I'm not cold. Wait, is this guy inting? I swear to God. I'm so done. Is there a phase 2? Is the will to live that powerful? Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Clip that? Because what the fuck? Guys, do you want to see something funny? Do you want to see something funny? Ready? Watch this. Watch. See this number? See this number right here? Remember that? Okay?
Oh. Do, 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 do. Oh! Okay. What do you mean double jelly sandwich? What do you mean? Here we go. Oh, I just flashed myself. Okay.
Fall in.
Shut the fuck up. It's been a while.
What was her focus? When she became a lessee, what did the Foul Sea order her to do? It wasn't blow up Cocoon or anything like that, was it?
I didn't ask.
Me neither.
Oh, nice. Broken Chris is now alive. Thanks, Twitch. I'm so glad I knew that. Guys, does anyone else know that? Broken Chris is now streaming. Haha! Wow! Let me just go watch it. Oh wait!
Sam barked live on stream.
God's sake.
That's sad because I didn't even get the kill off.
There's no images of it, surely.
And he's upset because I stole a bunch of his shit.
He ain't
Oh,
hunting
no,
shit.
He's not hunting because the door's open.
He is hunting.
He is? I just got outside. Haha.
Okay, he's in the kitchen, he's in the kitchen, he's in the kitchen.
Fuck.
Get the shit in there and get...
Sam, you better look at this on the camera. I'm gonna die on camera.
Oh yeah, he's in the kitchen. I just saw.
Chris just died. Do it for the VOD!
Teen Scott. Oh! Goodbye, Gladio's sword!
May your soul not be
the Discord to know when I go live, and Twitch doesn't work for you for some reason. And of course, if you enjoyed, consider following if you haven't already. It helps me. P lover and sorry, I just P lover and stink of poop streamer.
Lisa, what the fuck?
What is that? Stink of poop.
Just what?
Yeah?
I think it's time to start crying, Sam.
Oh! Wow. There it is. Time. Whether it tells you the time, whether it represents time or it is time. It's none of these things. Watch my step? No need. I'm Max Payne. The step needs to watch me. Oh,
Yeah.
Then we
Go
kill
on.
the worm, we kill the eye, we kill Skeletron Prone, and then we go
You
kill
say-
Plantera, and then Plantera die, and then Titan, Golem Man, and then he die, and then we kill Cultist and game win! Terraria!
has returned, but Why is he wearing a banana costume? What is that? What are you doing over there? We're going down with them. Ah! Up, 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 up. Kill.
Fuck off! No way! No way is this a fucking... Wait, what? Wait, what?
That was a good one, Chris. Anyway. I know, right? You care best? Come to think of it, I know Agnes is going to go by train. But I should probably get what the prince sent me fitted sooner rather than later. First time doing any major monster might be in a while. Might as well have some fun with it. You okay, mate? Oh, Christ. Why is she running? Why are you running? Oh, that was another close one. Looks like I've made it in time for curfew. Just. I'll have to try and get back to my room without running into the door and mother. Oh, I think Van is proving a bad influence on me. I need to keep living my own life, making my own decisions. Not letting others make them for me. If I do...
I trust you've made up your mind.
Yes. I imagine Van will be contacting you with our answer soon.
Excellent. Where you'll be going for your educational visitation is also decided then?
Nothing gets past you, does it? Just how much does Dad know? Not just in general, but about the Blacklight District too.
Reports are regularly given to him on pertinent developments, and I have every reason to believe he reads them. As for the place you reference, I will refrain from commenting there.
Everything is being done with Dad's approval, isn't it? That place is meant to serve as somewhere the overly ripened juices from the fruit of our unprecedented prosperity can pool and gel. A place where the malice and desires of a certain subset of the population can be isolated and effectively controlled.
You truly are sharp. And from more than the influence of your new job. There is no resisting blood, I see. Perhaps you might even consider following the path of the McDowell family's young scion.
Excuse me. Good night.
Yes. My goodness. Do you realize how close you are to breaking curfew?
Be gone, fat!
I'm so sorry for being late.
Perhaps I pushed her a little far. It's a bad habit I have when it comes to Elaine, too. Even if I'd still like to believe I'm better than he is. Won't be able to count on the guild this time. I'll need another play.
He really is a crafty one. But I suppose this is just a message from Adios, telling me to see what's going on for myself. I'll also have to take charge of the younger students. This is going to be busier than a simple tea party.
Kincaid? Okay, so Agnes is the daughter of the president or something. Perhaps we arrived a little early. Odette and Albert are coming from the 10th district, so they should be here before long. I'm really sorry I've asked so much of you. Don't worry though, even though I'll be away from the group, I promise I won't let it affect my work. I never had any doubt. In fact, I've already told them.
Yes!
Oh.
Well, you're early. All ready to head out?
Almost. The others should be. Oh, you finished working on the car? Yeah, mechanic over on Riverside had to lend a hand, but we got it ready in time. If I squint hard enough, I can almost fool myself into thinking it's a limo. Maximum occupancy has been improved from 5 to 8 passengers, and it sports its own onboard computer. Could even fit Agnes and her friends now. Suppose you could. You've been up to some interesting business now, haven't you? Not half as interesting as any trip you're in charge of. On the other hand, it's really reassuring to know you'll be around at Basel. You know, just in case. I could say the same of you. But you seem to know each other so well. We have a little history together, you see. Oh my. Ding ding, another challenger enters the ring. We're talking about 5 years ago here, stop being such a damn tease. Oh dear, how cold of you. I'm not gonna get a real answer to this, am I? Regardless, what are you all doing here? Oh right. Hey Rosette. This is for you, Miss Cordell. There are sandwiches for breakfast as well as some coffee. Victor and Paulette asked us to give it to you. They made more than enough for your friends to have some too. How thoughtful of them. I concur, and it smells wonderful too. Knowing the chef, it should be great. What's going on here? Oh, fucking here we go. Fucking cockblock police. Had to get a hard fought goodbye in before you left. Don't make too much of a show of it, you two. No way, she really does have a boyfriend at her job. No, she does not. Please, everyone, this is a misunderstanding. We'll go ahead and get out of here now.
We'll see you again in Basel, Agnes. Race you there.
Right. Travel safely, everyone.
Mate, Albert needs to fucking pull the dick out of his ass and fucking get a grip.
The long-distance passenger train to Basel, Provence de Auge, will soon be departing.
What are they saying? That's not my American English! Bast, translate.
Passengers en route to Alter will be transferred to Almart.
Right, I'll have to clip that. Oh, I just can't wait. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that the Republic's high-tech engineering city? That's right. According to the travel guide, it even has something called an aerotram. So, if I may ask, Agnes, what exactly were you and that man talking about? Come on, the train's departing, so let's get a move on.
She noticed me. No doubt about it. Former enforcer of the Society and the adopted daughter of the Liberalian Royal Army's commander.
Is that the Remifarian person?
Her presence in the Republic clearly isn't a coincidence. Neither the division chief nor Kincaid have any idea what the current administration is up to. Regardless, I will fulfill my duty and see that his ideals are not in vain.
Huh. Damn, this back seat is the life. It might be a tight fit, but I could spend a night here for sure. I swear to Adios, if you get dirt on that seat, take off your damn shoes or something. The shame Agnes couldn't come with us. It's not the same without her. Don't worry, I'm sure she'll have a chance to try out the upgraded back seat soon enough. Even if there's less space for cargo, the computer still fits snugly. Yeah, it kinda scares me how that Crown Prince knew how to pick such a perfect gift. Word to the wise, don't ever get in debt to people like that. He says while having the time of his life installing that very same gift. It is weird though, feels like he's using both us and the guild depending on what he wants to do. Unrelated, but what's Basel like? I've never been, not even for an operation. Couldn't say I'm the biggest expert myself, but I have been there a few times for jobs. Located down in southwest Calvert on the walls of Orge Canyon, it's a haven of learning and industry. Thank you, Bast. The Institute of Science and the Artisanal District have been around since the Middle Ages. Indeed, alongside those two new areas is Newtown, which houses Vern at its centre. It sprung up when one of Professor Epstein's 3 disciples brought in advanced technology. Oh, I know. That was Professor Hamilton from the Central East, wasn't it? I swear, if Albert is fucking asking about the conversation again, I'm gonna fucking lose it. At the time, the anti-immigrant sentiment wasn't quite strong. Professor Hamilton's proposal was quickly accepted by the Institute of Science and the Artisanal District. And so 45 years ago, the Institute of Science and the Artisans Guild came together to establish the Vern Company. They then went on to further orbital technology in new, innovative ways. Right, like how Calvert and the Vern Company were the first to develop orbital cars. That eventually led to the 4 big car manufacturers being established as affiliated companies. And while Calvert pioneered orbital cars, the Empire was the first one to develop orbital trains, and the world the first to develop orbital airships. It's amazing the kinds of things a little researcher uncovers about the history of something so commonplace. All good to know too. I'll have to keep it all in mind for my report. And we're not even done, because all that links to the development of films. Isn't this all a bit too simple for a topic? Oh, don't be like that. Oh, to be a student again. When I was their age. Wait, I'm only 21. I'm not an old pile of bones yet. Who? The war 2 years ago and the lead up to it was a big turning point in tech across the continent too. The major powers were locked in a heated arms race with each other. The Empire even ended up creating these giant robots. I mean, if she's a grandma and she's 21, mate, we're fucked. Was Panzer sold out things? Yeah. I've seen him in person before and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Wars accelerate the birth of new technology, and that new technology in turn spurs out on yet more wars. The Burl's airships are an excellent example of that, since they were first developed in response to a war between it and the Empire. Anyway, it's pretty clear tech-wise that the Empire was ahead of the Republic during the war. Calvert's back on top now though. Yeah, the reparations and desire to not be one-up by the Empire again more than fueled that fire. That's what it inspired our Zyphers and the installation of the orbital network all across the country. Word is our military weaponry's got a massive overhaul in store soon too. And one aggressively advancing all that is our hot-ass president, Roy Gramhart. It's funny hearing you say it out loud, but yeah, he is pretty hot for his age, huh? He's become a big name even in the Empire, for a variety of reasons. I'm sure. Well, that just goes to show how big a deal he is on an international scale. Yeah, for how difficult things were at the end of the war, he's done a pretty stellar job of steering our ship. It is true that the current government is handling things extremely well, but that's more because... Either way, large influxes of mirror and major changes on the world stage often manifest as distortions of society. I don't know whether that fact's got anything to do with what we're going to investigate.
But try to sniff around for signs of trouble while we're there, right?
Miss Perfect's thing shone when we were talking about the place. We already know there's trouble going in.
We will be on the lookout for anything we can glean regarding the many major ongoing projects in the city, as well as ready to sniff out any significant groups and organizations that may be at work.
Right. Together with Agnes, too.
I didn't even have to say anything, huh? Yeah, you're right on. Wait, who the fuck is driving? Oh. I don't think anyone drives as good as you, is it? You know just how to make those little subtle moves to work with the flow of traffic. Yeah, never seen anyone drive so straight. Well, thank you very much. Of course you've got an international license. What did I expect? I know I'm a perfect 5 on the driving scale, but I don't mind leaving the work to a solid 3 like you. Better than the 2 over here. Yeah, she's pretty damn... Wait, am I the 2? That's right, Chief. Better get your act together. Don't you worry, though. You ever really want to make her scream? I'm here. You rat bastard. Don't think you can satisfy my girl with how rough you handle. Mr. Way, Mr. Arkwright, a child is present. I wonder what Anish is up to. Probably talking about fucking... I swear, Albert, shut the fuck up. Okay, good. Great grandfather left that behind, yes? Must be very precious to you if you haven't brought it to for our visitation. It is, yeah. It's no exaggeration to say that I am who I am because of this. Though recently it's given me an awful lot to think about. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Doesn't seem to me like you have any regrets about it, at least. You're right, I don't. Someone told me that I make the calls on what I want to do with my life. Maybe I haven't made all the right ones, but even still, my world has truly broadened and I've gotten to know so many wonderful people. I've come to know the nation of my birth from angles I never thought possible. Thanks to that, I'm now beginning to see how I should face the man moving this country forward. Not even trying to hide it, are you? Wasn't it supposed to be a secret to everyone but these two? True, it was. I don't know, I get the feeling it's fine if you know too. Ever since meeting you in April, you've been so kind to me. You're the one who connected me to Van, so... Oh, I see now. You pushed me to use the Orbanet specifically so I'd find his office, didn't you? Bingo. If it matters, we hadn't seen each other since we first met for a request 5 years ago. He wasn't even aware that I'd come to Calvert as a foreign exchange student. Doesn't matter, of course, but then why did you take his arm like that? To see your reaction. I can't believe you.
But really, I like hearing how you got to know him. He must have been so kind to you back then, huh?
How did you know?
Well, because you introduced me to him. You're always looking out for us, Ren. So I know you would never steer any of us in the direction of someone you didn't truly trust.
Well, okay, you got me there. He was very kind, yeah. The one who gave me the push to go from being Kitty to who I am today. He had just started out as a Spriggan, and he wasn't the most sensitive or competent. But he stayed with me, struggled with me, and showed me a path to the people I love most in this world.
Wow, I had no idea. I guess Van's always been Van.
No way!
So after you met him, you were able to reunite with your loved ones?
That's right. And they're why I'm here now. They're the ones who encouraged me to study abroad. So it's thanks to them that I was able to meet all of you. And through some twist of fate, I accepted the position of student council president and am now heading up this little trip. You really never know where fate will take you.
Tell me about it.
Does he still obsess over sweets, by the way? I also remember him going on and on about cars.
Oh boy. If anything, he's an even bigger fiend about them than he was before. At least, according to someone who knows him much better than I do, he is.
Ah, the resident Daybreak. Seems like they have quite the sordid relationship. Just what exactly is going on between them?
Oh boy.
I know you've got to be curious.
Girl talk.
Not at all. Though, I, might have a small idea. Crap. It'd be weird if we woke up now. Plus, I want to hear more of what Ren has to say.
For fuck's sake.
Kinda seems like Agnes needs a little boost from us, so we better do what we can to be there for her.
I still refuse to acknowledge that guy and his operation as legitimate.
Oh my... This guy needs to stop talking. He literally is pretending to be asleep, and he looks to the side.
But since we're going to the same place, I'm happy to keep an eye on her as her friend.
Yeah, just fucking kill him. Train crashes. He dies, everyone else lives.
Our next stop is Basel, Provence de Auge, the terminus of this express line. Please ensure you have all your belongings with you when disembarking the train.
Wait! Is Incivo here? Incivo, read. What does this say? What does she just say?
Oh.
Oh, I can't, mate.
Finally.
I was asking Incivo to read the train
getting
announcer
close.
woman. Because Incivo is French.
Nice.
Nice!
That's the exit right there.
Oh, heaven.
Oh, man, just look at this.
What is up with this place? What a wild sight.
On the left is Newtown. Off to the right is the artisanal district.
Yeah. And up top is the Basel Institute of Science. We're gonna be going around till we hit the parking lot in front of Vern HQ. Time for us to have a chat with the CEO.
The WHO. Amazing. Can't believe this city exists in the middle of a ravine. For an HQ, I knew it was big, but seeing it up close is ridiculous. Ooh, and is that the aerotram I spy with my little eye? Wow, those are markedly different from the trams in Heimdall. Yo, this place is legit. Mad respect! Hey Ian, glad to hear it. This looks to be a showroom floor for cars. That sounds right up Van's alley. Alright everyone, let's get checked in at the hotel first. Once we drop off our bags, we can go pay the fine people at the Vern Company a visit. Yeah, for all the power to you, man. You have fun however you see fit. So that's why they call it a planned city. They developed the whole thing in big chunks. Wow, the HQ's bigger than anything I've ever seen in the capital. Fitting for the Republic's largest private company. And I believe that hotel over there is where the students from Aramis are staying. Oh yeah, we're staying in different places. Of course. Yo, Van, we're in the artisanal district, right? Van? What's he looking at? Motor Pavilion? Right, should I forget he'd get sidetracked by big wheels? And he calls me a kid. It's probably the weed. I mean, it is longer. It's grown out. But I don't know, it's not changed massively. I just haven't cut it for like a year, so it's probably just long or your height. But I do move it around because I've got a fan on, so it might be like more like in my face and stuff than it normally is, so that could be that. Don't knock it till you tried it. Looks like a nice little place. I'll take it there later if you want. For now though, let's get down to business. He's got a good eye. Small wonder that he's connected to the chief. Anyway, I need to focus on my work.
This place is quite nice. Very calm and tranquil.
Yeah?
I think plain's the word you're looking for. Would it kill them to glitz up the joint a little?
Not everything's gotta be like Longport, kid. Anyway, let's have a
Alrighty.
chat with the receptionist lady.
Okay. What's her name? Oh, I thought his name was Titty. Welcome to the Vern Company. What brings you here today? Fucking one-track mindset. We're Arcade Solutions from the capital. We're here on an official request from the Elsign. Ah, good. Mr. Townsend has been expecting you. Take the elevator on your left to the meeting room. It's on the 20th floor.
Arkwright Solutions. So you're the investigators that Elsheim hired.
Pretty much. They asked us to look into the various problems that have hit Basil.
Putting their noses where they don't belong.
Ah,
It's nothing. Let me get straight to the point. Any concern is unfounded. We have everything under control.
do you now? If you could please explain. First, regarding the instability of the order net within the city. It was discovered that it was a simple matter of heavy traffic on the net. And just like with our order distribution network, the problem has been solved. Isn't that so?
Yes, generally speaking. The maximum delay of 8.3% is down to 0.35% as of this morning.
That does sound like a big drop, yeah. You still got that 0.35% hanging around there. Ideally that should be zero, yeah? Smells to me like there's still some stuff to figure out though. Ah, that ain't the only issue you're dealing with, is it? What about the spread of visitors buzzing around the city? Is that not obvious? Basil is the beating heart of Calvert's industrial sector, home to my Vern Group and nearly 100 partners and subsidiaries. It's thousands upon thousands of employees, contractors, managers, all acting of their own accord. New hires from all over come in every day. So naturally the city appears busy. An influx of visitors, particularly at this time of year, is nothing to fret over. Even bad faith visitors? Spies are all the rage these days, you know. I'm not sure what you've heard out there, but I'd advise against parroting such unsubstantiated claims. Your evidence, please? Though we've yet to investigate this issue, your dodging of the question implies you also lack the evidence to prove or deny the allegations. That's what we're here for, Mr. Townsend, to conduct this investigation on your behalf. So yeah, if we find anything, and I do mean anything, we'll let you know. Ferg! Fine, do what you will. Squabbling further over this would be a waste of time. Salesian? If you would. Oh yeah, I heard about these. These are temporary issue security cards for visitors such as yourselves. The city implemented them last year. With these, you're free to use the Aerotram to travel to Newtown in the Artisanal District. You can't take the upper level Aerotram to the Institute of Science, however. Huh? Why not? Wait, hold up. Appreciate it. We're going to get to work then. Wait, given our public position, we have to make sure the Principality saves face. I personally don't think this warrants an investigation by the likes of you, but we nevertheless prepared a point of contact for you.
My name is Katra Salesian. I'm an assistant at the Institute of Science.
Quatra.
I have other business to attend to, so I can't always provide you with support. But should you have any questions, you're welcome to contact me.
Oh, we'd appreciate that.
Contact information exchanged.
Huh. That's an unusual hollow.
Don't worry about that. Actually, if you don't mind me asking.
Yes?
No, it's just, don't take this the wrong way, okay? I was just wondering what pronouns to use for.
Huh?
You out of your mind? Kasha's very pretty, but he doesn't really have a female physique.
Of course I don't! I'm a guy!
Look, seriously, I'm sorry. You're about 14 or so, give or take. At that age, I figured it was possible you could be either. You must have skipped more than a few grades if you're an assistant at that institute.
I suppose you could say that. I'm actually 15, by the way.
Oh!
But I guess it's fine. Sometimes people do get the wrong idea from afar.
I wasn't sure at first of the way his coat covers him either. Yeah, but who makes the mistakes as close as he is? Man, I sure as shit do not want to get old. Enough! You're all done, then please get out of here. I'm a busy man. After this, Mrs. Housen said the students from Artemis Academy have arrived. Already? We'll let them through. Salute, Salison. I'll be counting on you yet again. You're staying for 3 days, yes? Good luck clearing out the gutter, so to speak. Easy way. Go on. I'm not even trying to be subtle. He's a real pain in the ass, but that makes it easier for us to move around at least. Works for me. Alright. Now you're starting to get it. Oh, shut up. He said there are no problems, but he certainly didn't act like that was the case. Agreed. He might not have the answers, but he most certainly has cause for concern. Or at least that is how it appeared to me. I don't believe it will be easy to get anything out of him. I don't believe any part of this is going to be easy. We'll have to tackle it from a few different angles. Which means... Oh? Aren't they? They were in front of Central Station this morning. So he really is Agnes' boyfriend from a part-time gig? Lyle, I told you that's not true. Right, my bad. How's it going? Good students? We're just here for work. Good luck with the whole school trip thing. Look at this guy. I know I'm in her corner. I still want no part in any of this. There, welcome, students of Artemis. Right this way. These are your C-rank certification cards. They're primarily for outside trainees, so you will have access to the Institute and the Aerotram. Thank you very much. Wow, wait, so we can ride the Aerotram as much as we want? And we can visit the Institute of Science. This will help our reports big time. Then each group is free to do what they want. We'll meet back up at the hotel lobby around 6:30. Remember, you'll be punished if you're late. Yes, ma'am. You won't catch me being late. Hey now, don't threaten the first years. Anyway, let's make sure this visit is a fruitful one. Let's get moving, underclassmen. Then I'll leave you all to it. If you need anything at all, just contact me via the number I give you. See you. Hold on a second, Quash Salation. I've heard quite a few things about you, like how you're the professor's favourite student. Ren? Wait, then... You see, I'm a foreign exchange student from the Royals who just so happened to have met through a contact at ZCF. We had quite the wonderful chat after she read all of my past papers. ZCF? I've met both Professor Russell and his daughter, so... Wait, papers? Don't tell me you're... Oh, never you mind that. To circle back to my original point, I have a request to ask of you. My friend here will be operating on her own. Could I ask you to take her to the artisanal district for me? Ren.
I see. So you're already getting a move on then.
Aw, and I was hoping we could hang out for a little bit too. Sorry for deciding this on my own, you two.
Nah, it's fine. We've got 3 whole days, right? And you'll be back come nighttime anyway. We'll be counting on one heck of a report.
Just be careful, okay?
Of course.
Is this, perhaps related to... In any event, I don't mind. I just so happen to have business in the artisanal district, so it works out. I'll show you the way.
Agnes Claudel. I'm a first year at RMS Academy. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Well.
For fuck's sake! I don't know what Albert's deal is now. Has he got a thing for Agnes, or is he just a dickhead? Oh, probably. Agnes says she'll be here in about 15 minutes. That's surprisingly quick. I was about to suggest we get started if she's going to be much longer. Alright then, while we're waiting, it's garden time. Right now? Yeah. Gotta order ahead of time so we can dig in as soon as Agnes gets here, of course. I thought so. Real slick. Should we order one along with some coffee then? I have no idea how to pronounce that word because they haven't said it out loud.
Then I'm counting on you to lead the way, Mr. Silesian.
Silesian, I need to remember that.
Of course. Happily. Once we catch the Aerotram, we'll be at the artisanal district in no time at all. By the way, you're older than me, aren't you? Mister might be a little stiff. You can just call me Katra, if that's alright.
Oh, Katra.
You don't mind? Then Katra it is. Oh, but I'm only older than you by a year, so I don't want you to be too stiff with me either.
Lies?
Why don't we talk like we're old friends?
Okay. I'll keep it casual then. I get the feeling you're always told to loosen up a little more.
That's right. My friends never let me hear the end of it, but I can't help the way I talk. I know I'm repeating myself, but it really is a pleasure, Katra.
Same to you. Now, should we get going?
Oh, shit. Wait, what do I do?
Okay.
I wasn't expecting to play as Agnes.
Why not stay here and relax? Do you have any preferences?
Willie's coffee! I am a child.
Thanks for coming in.
Fuck's sake. How old am I?
Aerotrams are just awesome.
Yeah? Let's get a zoom in on their faces. What's this guy doing? Anyway. Oh. Ooh, nice. I almost missed this. Oh, I'm nervous about missing other things now.
Not this way.
Fuck you.
Not this way.
Fine.
It's so convenient nowadays.
Your mum's convenient. What the hell is that? Fucking hell, there's some long hairs on my arm. You don't see aerotrams much across the continent, do you? I'd call them a must with where Basil's located. Newtown, the artisanal district, the Institute of Science. It travels a long loop and helps constantly deliver parts wherever needed. The artisanal district platform is on the right. Just tap your card against the ticket gate. Alright, let me give it a try.
What a spectacular view! Though I get a little dizzy when I look down. And wow! Newtown is already so far away!
Enjoying yourself?
Yes! Tremendously! I bet Fairy would enjoy this too. I wonder if she's gotten the chance to ride yet.
She really is so cute. But how is someone like her connected to those others?
Embrace a guild, eh? Here we are. It's the artisanal district. Now I just need to find the hotel they're staying at. Oh, there's Van's pickup truck. So he drives an Inker. He's even customised the frame. Wait, that material was only just developed. How did he get his hands on it? I didn't realise you were an expert. You pick this kind of thing up if you work with Vern long enough, I suppose. So how did you get to know people like them? What do you mean? The Spriggan, whatever you call him, and that red-haired guy both seemed really shady to me. Though the girl and the maid, I think, they looked like good people at least. I'm just having a hard time picturing what kind of group it actually is if you're involved with them too. Well, I can't blame him for thinking that way about them. Van runs a problem-solving agency in short. I work there as a part-time assistant for reasons I can't get into. And both work on my duties as a student happen to bring me here at the same time. Sounds like you got a lot on your plate. Are you sure it's okay to be working with them though? Ren's CEO didn't seem very happy about them sniffing around. Our work is complicated, I'll admit, but we didn't do anything illegal. Technically. His willingness to hire an upstanding young lady like yourself does reflect well on him, I'll give him that. Even if I didn't think highly of his choice to involve someone like you in a business like his. People say that about him a lot. You have nothing to worry about though, really. He might skirt the rules here and there, but he's still a man I can genuinely respect. Well, if you say so. He feels like one of those guys who takes some getting used to. The way he treated me was just... Oh, I was so close to forgetting too. Did something happen? Nothing worth bringing up. Anyway, we shouldn't keep your friends waiting. Ah yes, we're over here. You came quick. Oh wait a sec, isn't that? Sorry for keeping you. Katra was good enough to guide me here. Ah, thanks for helping her out. We ordered an ingana for the group. You want to join us? No, I'm fine. I'm not hungry right now. Your loss? That taste is downright divine. I'll make it up to you some other time then. You don't owe me anything. It's not like I did anything special. I suggest you don't put any funny business while you're in the city though. No causing trouble for the women in your group either. Oh? I'll get going now, Agnes. Let me know if you need my help with anything. Oh, I will, thank you. Man, would have been nice if he gave me the chance to thank him somehow. Puberty's rough. He sure had a soft spot for you, though. Do you think? He just struck me as the very friendly sort in general. We got along right away. I hope I could be friends with him too. I'm sure that won't be a problem a little bit. I'll be happy to introduce you if you get the chance. How old are you? 5? There's nothing wrong with wanting to make friends. Yeah, no need to rain on a parade. Here's your order, one of our famed, whatever that is. Now this is what I'm talking about. Come and have a seat, Agnes. I'll get to cutting it right away. What is it? She always used to make those for me back in the day.
I finished, Catra. I'm quite confident in today's dessert. The more worried you are about something, the more important it is to take a break and relax. No need to push through.
I think I can trust Agnes, but I'd better keep a close eye on the rest of them. I don't want anything threatening a place so special to me. Suppose it wouldn't hurt to say hello to the supervisor and take care of my usual work while I'm here. That's the stuff. You won't find a better marriage of flavours than these bitter walnuts with sweet caramel nougat. It's so mouth-wateringly rich. And you wouldn't believe how well it pairs with strong coffee. I swear I was born just to savor moments like these. No one wants to hear this every time, you know. Just eat the damn thing. He's describing it to a T though. I can't get enough of that buttery flavour. If Van says it's good, then you know you're in for a treat. My nose is good for more than just sniffing out trouble, you know. I feel like you're joking, but I could buy it working for stuff like this easy. Indeed. Now I think we've rested for long enough. Perhaps we should get to work. Do you think we should prioritize investigating Vern? Nah, I think we should hold off on doing that. I can't imagine we'd find anything major this fast, even if we tried. I'm thinking we should start with wandering around Basil and taking care of 4 SPGs. That gives us a decent idea of the situation here. Same pattern as usual then. But how can you be so sure that word of our work is spread to her? Good question. Vern's boss sure didn't seem like he wanted to help us any more than he had to. Oh, I don't think we got to worry about that. After my headache of a friend slapped his job on us. Right. That man from the CID? He did seem like a highly capable person, but that's the least to be expected of their chief analyst. You and he go back quite some time, I believe. Unfortunately, I doubt he's here in person though. More than likely he sent someone in his place. Between this and that other project he teased, I'm sure there's a ton of scheming going on in that head of his. Guess we should go and find out what kind of 4 SPG's got waiting for us then. So, when do you need to be back at the hotel? And what are you going to do about your uniform? Ren said to be back by 6:30 PM. I brought some clothes beside my uniform, don't worry. I'm going to get changed. I'll take you to our room then. We'll handle paying the bill in the meantime. Fairy took Anya to the girls' room so that she could get changed. After she was done, they reunited with the rest of the group and began their first day of work in Basil. Alright. First we go get the collectibles.
Do you know what you want?
Fuck. Not that. Okay. What the fuck am I looking at? Is there a shop in there or what? Yes, okay.
Don't take too long to decide now. Come back soon.
Righty.
Man, it's gotta be me.
Because the game says so.
A little thank you would be nice.
You're getting shit. Ay. This must be the Aerotram station. Can't believe it goes all the way up in the sky. That's right, this will take us to Newtown in no time. All you need to do is hold your certification card over the ticket gate. Oh, guess we're not taking this one after all. Our D rank card isn't accepted on this Aerotram apparently. Either C rank card or higher. You sure? I could have sworn we had a C. We had to roll out the welcome mat when we were here for Elsign, but it killed them to throw one of their biggest stakeholders a bone. I was really looking forward to it too. Well, no use crying over spilled milk. You can have enough if you want, Agnes. We'll just take a long way. No, it's alright. I'd rather sit together. I'm sure we'll get to ride the tram another day, Barry. Did I get you down? You're right, yeah.
This tram is bound for the Basel Institute of Science.
Oh boy. The Gilda. I can go for a bit longer actually. Well, if it's a van, surprised to see you taking a visit trip this time of year. Yeah, client came in with a big job, so we're out here taking care of that. Looks like you're moving on up in the world too. Last I saw you were a part-timer still in school, and now you're the receptionist? Yep, they hired me here fresh out of college. You know they're acquaintance of yours? You got friends in all sorts of places. We're just in the same field. We were together on a job a while back. Jim was actually telling me about you the other day. He said that we should be fine contacting you for help if we need to. I heard the same from a friend of mine outside the guild. If something serious goes down, there's no shame in us working together. Oh, who? Renee or Killico, I'm guessing. I swear, I can't walk 5 hours up people dragging me into their business. I ain't a bracer, you know. Oh, speaking of which, you're... Alice, Regina. Speak of the devils. These two braces work in Egypt, correct? Hey there, didn't think I'd run into you guys here. Oh man, don't tell me we all got shipped out here on behalf of the same guy. Obviously not. I have no idea why you're even here, but we're here on official orders from the guild, not an individual client. And whenever you guys go, trouble seems to follow. I think it's making me superstitious, not gonna lie. Hopefully that's not the case here. Man, I don't enjoy it any more than you do. Stop framing it like I'm the one at fault. I'm just doing my job and putting food on the table. Surely a C-rank bracer's got better things to worry about than some Spriggan, so stop letting me live rent-free in your head, yeah? Smart ass. I swear this is why I can't stand you. You're always just... forget it. Just don't get up on our business, got it? I know he's a bit abrasive with you, but I do think you respect your abilities. If you come across anything, just let us know. Doing work for the guild anyway, so we might as well share intel. Funny way for him to show respect, but well, you do you, Bracer boy. I'm not too worried about him. We need the guild lend a hand, we'll ask for it. But now we get our own business to focus on. Okay.
What's that noise?
Jiskar workshop. It must be coming from inside here.
Ooh, are they working on a new type of solder?
This is a mechanic shop, right? Let's take a peek inside.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Come on, we ain't got all day. Get that work done.
Get her done! Yes, sir. Are those from one of the Empire's plans of soldats? They seem a little different. Yeah, I read about these things has gotten out in certain circles, but most people still don't know about them yet. Guessing you do, though. The company's involved in their development, right? Yes, though not that much. We've only been assisting in trials. Who are you guys? Haven't seen you around before. It's a restricted area, you know. I totally get why you'd want to gawk at these beauties, but they're technically not public knowledge yet. Go ahead and move along now.
Wonder if they're the guys.
I didn't know machines like that were being made here in Calvert too. Sure are. I've heard the concept behind their design is different for the soldats over in Erebernia though. They're going to be revealed to the public along with their names sometime soon. Sure feels like we saw something we weren't supposed to, even if it was just the legs. Imagine that while they're being kept a secret from the public, most major groups and organisations have already been told about them. That includes those abroad, our international allies, maybe even the Empire. I believe you're correct in your assumptions. I think that's true for all the weaponry that's going to be rolled out soon too, not just our sold-out lookalikes. Either way, this looks like the biggest workshop in the artisanal district. We'll have to come back another time if we get a chance. Why not now?
Not this way.
What dick? This is a restricted area. Fuck off. What a nerd.
Let's see what we've got.
In Siva, you missed it. The voice of your people was blaring across the train announcements. How you doing, mate? You right? Ah, this one's real serious sounding. Yeah, and I understand why they don't want to go to the guild or the police about it. I really hope we can help them while we're here. We might learn more about what's going on in the Institute while we're working on it too. That'd be two birds with one stone. Makes sense. Sounds harmless to me. What's your take? Very brought up a good point. We can get some info on the Institute while we work this case. Pretty vague though. They didn't give their name or the professor they're accusing. Really going out of their way to make our job difficult. Naming names in this case may result in the professor or other parties threatening the whistleblower. I believe our client just prefers to err on the side of caution. Yeah, that tracks. Fair enough. Rosette, can you handle recording our combos? Certainly. We've got to be careful who we talk to about this though. Client doesn't want word of this getting out. Let's start with people unrelated to the Institute. That way we don't accidentally hit a nerve. That makes sense to me. I imagine there'll be plenty of those here in the artisanal district. Let's get started.
Time to start working.
Alright. I kind of get what you mean. I've been there, man. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks for asking. I'm glad you're alright. Excuse me. I wonder who lives here. Yeah, it's really high up.
Oh, there they are. I'm so glad I finally found them.
Hello. Is there something you need from here? The owner of this house hasn't been home in a while, I'm afraid.
We were just walking around and happened to end up here, so you know who owns this place then?
Yeah, you could say we're acquaintances. Well, that might sound a little too cold, actually. I don't know if I could really call us family, but we are close. Just not as close as he is.
Girls like you points all gone into her face and tits. Total ditz with a capital D. Aaron.
You know, you guys are all just adorable. Especially you tiny thing.
What the fuck is that dog doing? Shush.
Where are you from? Do you want me to show you around?
Oh, that tiny.
Silly me. I forgot I have somewhere else to be. You won't be able to meet this house's owner. But the boy looking after it in her absence should be back tonight. Goodbye now.
She was dressed like she's a researcher at the Institute or something. Wish we could have talked to her a bit more about that. I want to make her understand my size isn't all there is to me. I'm strong too. Late 20s, huge tits, kind of an airhead, freckles, glasses. Yeah, I'd hit it. Yeah, are you going to start behaving like an adult, Aaron, or am I going to have to force you to? I wonder if that could be... Could we just barge into their house? No, okay. Oh, it's not easy working on product, let me tell you. Mediating between theories and artisans is stressful work. It's an anime opening! Now the artisans are saying they want to delay everything so they can just do these tiny tweaks to the product before it goes on the line. I don't get it. Why do they care so much about that extra 1%? It's good enough as it is. This guy works on product procurement, huh? I don't think he's working for the Institute, but he might know a thing or two about him. Wouldn't hurt to ask. Yeah, Aaron's one of those, like, you know, like, at school, you get the jocks, right? He's the Ryuji of the group.
Can we talk?
Yeah, I get you. Professor abusing their assistants. Well, I'm not sure why you're asking me specifically about it, to be honest. I just work in Vern's procurement division. I don't attend the Institute or work with them directly at all. We know, and that's exactly the angle we want. We're travellers, you know. I get that. I haven't really heard anything about it, though. Sorry. Vern and the Institute are very closely linked, though, and that does create conflicts of interest sometimes. I may not have heard about it, but it is believable. It's very possible the two sides are stressing each other out. Could you tell us a bit more about how Vern and the Institute work together? The Vern Company awards grants to the Institute of Science to research and develop new products on their behalf. That allows the Vern Company to curate their products while research for the Institute's experts. Oh wow, that's pretty neat. If I recall, Vern can trace its roots back to the old Artisans Guild and to the Institute itself. I always figured they worked well together because of that. They did, past tense. They had good relations while their senior advisor was still there. Alas, she left Beza some time ago. Now Vern and the Institute hardly collaborate at all. It's every project for itself. Maybe the asshat in charge scared her off? Thanks for the info. Helps a lot. Word on the street is Giscard, or I can't remember how it was pronounced, landed another big project. While Giscard headed up the Artisans Guild, as a fellow member, I'm proud to have him as our ambassador. I'm happy to be where I am, as Giscard didn't get to where he is by settling. I'll keep moving up in the world just like him. I specialise in pressure equipment, and that's a big niche nowadays. Only getting to get bigger, my gut says. You mentioned that he's a member of the Artisans Guild. He might have some dealings with the Institute himself. Yeah, guessing it'll be easy to get info out of him than somebody higher up the food chain.
Let me ask you something.
Bitch. Oh, excuse me. Doesn't ring a bell, sorry. My son is studying at the Institute and he's never told me anything about that. That doesn't prove it one way or the other, of course. I just haven't heard about it. Did he tell you about any other stuff? Anything helps? Well, sometimes I do hear about people in the same lab butting heads over funding. I heard these grumblings about two professors going at it. It seems like a pretty stressful place. With all the greed and infighting of projects, it sounds like everybody is at each other's throats. That makes sense, yeah. That might be what started the harassment. Do you know which professors specifically? I really can't remember, sorry. I feel like there was at least one of Professor Hamilton's students involved, but that's all I got. I see. I wonder if this professor is jealous of someone else or somehow envied them instead. Well, thanks for the info all the same. I think that's all there is to see in the artisanal district. Let's check out Newtown next. Since I cannot use the aerotram, we'll have to either walk or drive there. Let's take a walk. Help us get more acquainted with the city and its people. You gotta be kidding me. Walking's a pain in the ass. Well, I for one think a stroll would be lovely. Me too. Let's make our way to the bridge then. No, we're gonna fucking fast travel. Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh. What's this way?
I've seen you before.
I don't know. Even the locals barely use it. That's because most either go by car or use the aerotram. You read the aerotram, right? How was it? It had the best view, but it was a little scary too. I didn't think there'd be a difference in ranks. Have you never used the aerodrome in the past, man? Nah, I got to ride it when I came here a couple of years ago. Just had a regular old ticket. From what I hear, security within the city's undergone a massive overhaul. After the war, the government ordered a total reform. I don't find it surprising that they would want to be very careful with an experimental city that is very nearly a national secret. Okay, but tell me how that puts us at a lower rank with a bunch of kids here on a school trip? I don't think it's that they're high. I think it's more that we're low. Still, not a big deal, as long as we can drive. By the way, pretty sure we'll eventually bump into your classmates. You okay on that end? I'm fine, I'll explain things to them for the most part. They might happen upon some info before us, so if we see them, let's make a point to ask. But before we make any points to ask any people any questions, we're going to end the stream. Wednesday. So tomorrow might do some stuff with the guys. I don't know. It's either this or some other thing with someone else. I don't know. Either way, thanks for hanging out and chatting and being here. And have a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow.